Good morning, Friday, January 24th, 2025, 8:16 a.m. If you're wondering why I'm always looking up there, it's because of this. See, I have this clock up there. Keeps me straight about the day, the date, the time of day. I tell you what, when I came back from Germany, it was really helpful because, I was more jet lagged coming back than I was going over there. And I would sleep at odd hours sometimes. And when I got up, sometimes I didn't know it was the morning, the evening, so it was very helpful. Okay, so this morning, it's 27 degrees out there today, but it's supposed to go up to the low 50s, so that's good. And I think it's supposed to heat up pretty quickly because I asked Alexa, I don't want to say the name too loud because I'm not talking to her right now, how much the temperature would be around 11, and she said something like 43. So,
11 is an integer 11 in numeric form.
Apparently, she heard me whisper her name and had to chime in with something. Okay, so have you heard of Bulletproof coffee? It's been around for a number of years, and supposedly, and maybe it does this for you, it's fine, it helps you with focus and energy and even weight loss. Okay, so the basics in Bulletproof coffee are adding fat, supposedly healthy fats, to your coffee, according to taste, all right? Lots of, and also, I think these days they use butter or ghee and MCT oil. Anyhow, I've got some butter here. You're supposed to use no salt butter. This happens to be salted, but it's okay. I'm just going to give it a try. And by the way, let me just say that I would rather have my butter on toast or an English muffin or something like that, or maybe even in cream of wheat. But, all right, I'm going to give this a try. Okay, so it says that the recipe is 2 tablespoons of the butter or healthy fat to a cup of coffee. This is about less than half a tablespoon. So, because I'm going to have a little less than I'm going to have 3.7 ounces in this Buenos Aires Lungo. Is that what? Yep. That's what I've got this morning. Okay. I figured, what the heck, I'll give it a whirl. I had this years ago, and, back when it was first a new rage. And let me just say that there's a lot of calories in your coffee when you add butter or other fats. Of course, cream is a fat. But let's see, a tablespoon of butter, there's 50 calories. That might be because this is whipped butter. I think there might be more. But anyhow, Alexa, how many calories are in a tablespoon of butter?
A tablespoon of butter contains approximately 102 calories and 11.5 grams of fat, including 7 grams of saturated fat.
Okay, so if you're having the regular recipe for Bulletproof coffee, you got 200 calories in that cup of coffee right there. And that there's a lot of energy in all that fat. You can tell that I'm sort of saying, well, why would somebody want to do this? Because I would rather chew my calories than drink them. That's why I don't do stuff like this to my coffee. All right, but I wonder if I should have melted it in the microwave. Well, no, it seems to be melting here. So this is whipped butter. That's why there's only 50 calories, because they basically incorporated, water or air. What did they put in here? Let's see. Okay, there must be ingredients somewhere, right? I don't know. Okay. You know, let me just look here. I mean, there's gotta be, see nutrition panel. Okay, where's the nutrition panel? Okay, nutrition panel. And it has got, oh, ingredients. Pasteurized sweet cream, salt. Okay, I imagine it's just because they whipped it up, you know? Okay, so, of course, because of all that fat, there's a very creamy layer on top. Oh, I do like butter, so we'll see what happens. Here goes nothing. You know what? Let me put a non-dairy creamer in. I remembered this morning to call it non-dairy rather than artificial or fake. And non-dairy means it did not come out of a cow. It didn't even come out of a nut or soybean. It came out of, what did it come from? Coconut oil and water. Okay. So it came out of a coconut. All right. That's a little bit better. It does, so when I asked the brain over there that talks to me when I call its name about this Bulletproof coffee, she said that it's an acquired taste. So, you know, the first sip of it, it felt really funny in my mouth because I not only sort of felt it on my tongue, but it sort of stuck to the roof of my mouth as well. You know, I hope I don't get to like this. It's pretty tasty. Gosh. And it doesn't need sweetener now that I've got the little bit of flavor somehow in this coffee creamer. There must be, all right, where did I just read it? Here. The last place you look, right? Okay, so it's got natural and artificial flavors. Okay, what they are, who knows? But they did a good job with it because it does have a nice taste. It's really tastes to me a lot like regular cream. So it tastes like half and half. Now, I will say one thing. If you are having a sugary breakfast and there's fat or protein, of course protein is preferable, but fat and protein slow down the absorption of sugar into your body. In other words, your blood sugar level will rise more gradually. But, and by the way, if you weren't on here for yesterday's live video or watched it on replay, I gave an explanation of how salt melts ice that was wrong, but I sounded very authoritative and knowledgeable, and there's probably people that, you know, are going around explaining this the way I said it yesterday. No, no, no. I said it's because when the crystal changes to a liquid state, it releases energy. Well, it does, but it doesn't release enough to melt the water. The reason the water melts is because when the salt dissolves, it creates brine or salt water, which has a lower freezing temperature than plain water. And so therefore, anyhow, that's how it works. And it's called something like the freezing depression effect or something like. You can Google it, right? Or heck, you can ask, or whatever type of device you might have in your home. You know, you could do a Hey Siri kind of thing. Oh, good. Siri is not listening right now. Maybe being on Facebook Live is a Siri depression effect thing. Anyhow, so just because somebody sounds authoritative and knowledgeable online, don't necessarily believe them. Check it out. You know, yesterday when I explained it, I said, you know, please correct me if I don't have this right. Well, right after I got off the live video, I checked it myself because I thought, where do I know this from? And actually the reason that I was thinking that is I had a friend who had some sort of, now this was back in the 1970s, had some sort of newfangled device for heating his home or cooling it. I don't remember what it was, that involved some type of crystal, wasn't salt, something else, that had been developed that when it dissolved, it did release heat. And when it was dried up, it took the heat back in, something like that. Okay, maybe this thing exists and you know what it is. I don't know. But I think that that's what I was thinking. You know, when he said crystal, I was thinking salt and throwing it on the ice. Anyhow, Bulletproof coffee, adding butter, and if you want MCT oil, or instead of butter, adding ghee, that's Ghee, into your coffee. Alexa, what is ghee? Ghee.
According to Wikipedia, ghee is a type of clarified butter, originating from the Indian subcontinent. It is commonly used for cooking, as a traditional medicine, and for Hindu religious rituals.
And to make bulletproof coffee. Oh, this is pretty tasty. Golly. I'm going to have to be careful about this, right? Tell you what, though, rather than adding cream to my coffee, I might like the idea of adding butter. Wow, I'll have to think about it. What about you? Have you ever tried bulletproof coffee or something like this where you add butter to your coffee? Well, hey, I'll talk to you later.